Hey guys, it's Peter, and I'm back! Of course I'm back. You know, I'm not going anywhere. Oh my god, I mean, you're so YouTube famous when you're trying to get in to make your video and like people are pulling on your clothes. I mean, it doesn't happen to me yet, but when it does happen, I mean, then I'll be that YouTube famous. But anyway, you guys are probably... Pause, please. You're probably coming to this video wondering, what mean things is Peter going to say about fat people? He's come after almost every group out there. What could he possibly say about fat people? Okay, well, let me tell you, I wouldn't say it was a rabbit hole of how I got here. I would say it was a big fat giant hole of how I got here. So, if you've heard me talk about my weight on my channel before, I have gone through periods where I ran every day 5 to 10 miles and I was lifting 4 to 5 days a week and I was a vegetarian. I was extremely healthy and I felt great and all this kind of stuff. And then I have gone to periods of my life like right now where I love to eat all kinds of bad food like Arby's and pizza, and I don't ever work out and I don't ever do any kind of activity whatsoever because when you're YouTube famous you don't have to anymore, right? But what's interesting is that this ongoing thing for me is that I've always... What's that? That's me on the treadmill. About to lose my shit. I have like always wanted to be able to have this channel that like I could, not my channel, but be able to find a channel where I could watch it and I could be like, they are so talking about weight loss in a realistic way, right? And so interestingly enough, I was watching Amberlynn Reid's channel. You guys know how I feel about Amberlynn Reid, but whatever. I was watching her channel and I was like, there's something very attractive to me about how she talks about weight loss, because you can tell she really, really struggles with it. And when she was talking about it and going to the grocery store and stuff like that, I was like, this is very realistic, okay? This is not like getting on there and having like one of these channels where you talk about how you lost 60 pounds in a month or 6 months and you're super healthy and you're working out at the gym and all that time. All that kind of stuff is great, and I follow those people on Instagram and I wish I had that kind of body, but that's just not realistic for me, right? And so I thought, I really want to start documenting on my channel my weight loss and my getting healthy. But I want to do it like my gig. Like I want it to be realistic, right? I don't want it to be bullshit. So like when I do go to the gym, I will be talking about it realistically, like I am so fucking tired because I just spent a half an hour on the treadmill while Chickie Sue next to me ran, you know, 15,000 miles and she got off and didn't sweat, not one sweat drop. But here I am looking like I just, you know, swam through some huge lake or something. Because that's my story when I go to the gym. I get off the treadmill, I'm like rubber legs and I need a donut. That's where I'm at, right? I don't like working out. I don't like dieting. I don't like the word dieting. I know healthcare fanatics or fitness fanatic, I think not, don't like the word dieting. But if you're fat, the word diet appeals to you because it's a kind of structure that you can stick to, okay? So I know that I need to get on some kind of healthy living, some kind of lifestyle, whatever, and I'm going to start that on my channel sometime this week. I'm not going to tell you yet because I have a video that I'm going to put out about my weight, but I was trying to figure out like what motivated me to get there, and I thought, you know what, who am I appealing to with these videos? Because like, who is going to watch my channel? It's obviously not going to be vegans that, like, are already at their goal weight and, like, work out every day. It's not going to be these people that are, like, have super finessed bodies. Is that even a word? Because they look so fantastic. Because why would they want to come to my channel where I'm talking about, like, I couldn't put the bag of Doritos down and it was 2 for 1? Because that's my life, is when I go to the gas station, right? It's 2 for 1. And I'm like, well, I love sour cream and sour cream Lay's. Sour cream? I love sour cream Lay's, and I love spicy nacho Doritos, so, I mean, what? You can have both of them on the weekends. It's 2 for 1. Seriously? And that dollar menu at McDonald's kills me every time. So this is the stuff that I was going to talk about on here, but I thought, well, who am I appealing to? I'm appealing to fat people like me. Okay, and the reality is, I'm very good. I mean, I don't know how heavy you think I am looking on camera, but let me just tell you. I'm very good at sitting like this, and I'm much heavier than, if you saw me in person, you'd be like, he's a big girl. Like, I'm heavier, okay? And I'll be real honest with you, right now, I just weighed myself this morning, I'm 235.8, and I'm about 5'10 and a half, 5'11, just depends on the scale and my shortness of the day, I guess. That's barefoot. So anyway, that's heavy, okay? It's real heavy. And my ideal weight is about 165, 170. That's about where I've been happiest in my life. So you're talking about 70 pounds I need to lose, right? But I think that what a lot of people that put out these like healthy living channels and stuff, what they don't realize is when you're talking to a fat person is you don't realize the truths that we live in a daily basis. And so I thought, that's the video that I'm going to make today. I'm going to make a video, I have them listed right here, of 10 truths that if you're a fat person, you live on a daily basis, and it drives you nuts. And the only way you would know this is if you had been a fat person or if you are a fat person, okay? And if you're a fat person out there, a big girl, a big boy, whatever you are, and you're watching this video, trust, you will relate, okay? So number one truth is that you really only kind of wear the same 2 or 3 outfits all the time. Now, if you watch my channel on a regular basis, what you'll notice is I always have on like the same 3 or 4 t-shirts. And the reason for that is because I only have 3 or 4 t-shirts that feel comfortable. And the other thing about that is that I don't want to buy anything new, and I haven't bought anything new in quite some time because every time I go to buy something new, I think to myself, well, I'm going to lose 20 pounds and then that won't fit me anymore, so I don't want to buy that, right? And if I buy something bigger, then I will gain the weight and fit into that. And so, like, my plan has always been that when I get down to a certain size, I will throw out those clothes that were my big, comfy clothes, okay? And if you have big, fat, comfy clothes, you're a fat person, and you know it, because I do, okay? And they're my, you know, super, super extra large t-shirt that I got on sale at Walmart that, I don't know, would only fit somebody that needed to be buried in, you know, piano box and things like that. And I just wear it around the house and I look like everybody's slob, and it's just what I do. And so clothes are very, very difficult for heavy people because they don't fit us comfortably, okay? Or they are short on the arms and tight in the belly, or they're long on the arms and loose. I mean, it's just like the crazy dimensions that they make for fat people clothes is beyond me, all right? And the other thing, the next point is, number 2 is that people treat you different in stores. So I'll go right in from the clothing thing, because I have a closet, literally a walk-in closet of clothes that are absolutely gorgeous, that have tags on them that I cannot fit into any of those clothes because they were sizes that I wore 5 years ago. And if you look at my Instagram at me like 5 years ago, I do not look the same. And no, boys and girls, it's not just my hair color, and I'm not changing it because I love it. I think it's so sexy, white and all that kind of stuff, so get over it. But anyway, and when I do lose this weight, you better best believe that I'm going to be a fucking supermodel at my age. So quit calling me old-timey, because it's not going to happen. Because when I lose weight, I'm going to be that. And if you're fat and you're going to lose weight, then you know you can be that supermodel too. But I'll tell you this, I think that, like, we do a lot of body shaming in our society, and we do a lot of body shaming within ourselves. Like, I'm the first one to call myself fat because I don't want somebody else to call me fat first. That's the reality. And so I always put it out there. But the reality is, there's a lot of people that are okay with their weight. If you love your size and your body, I think that's great. But I have to be honest with you, I don't meet a lot of really heavy people that are so in love with their body size. I just don't, okay? So I think you're maybe fooling yourself a little bit. And if you do love yourself at that size, I think that's awesome. I wish I could. Sometimes I say to my husband, I wish I could just be so happy being 300 pounds. I'm not there yet. And just eating what I want to eat. But when you go to a store, this is number 2, and the things I hate is for men, the biggest size they go up in pants, and a lot of you are going to laugh when I say this, is 42, but 42s never fit like a 42, they really fit like a 36. Baby, I ain't a 36, okay? And the other thing is, like at Target, the biggest size t-shirt they have is a 2XL. A 2XL, this is a 2XL that I'm wearing right now, okay? It's gripping up on me, baby, I'm telling you. So it's like you can't find clothes anywhere, and then people are like, go to big and tall stores. Have you been to big and tall stores? They're not pretty. Or like Lane Bryant, which everybody calls Lane Giant, let's just be for real. Okay, they don't have cool clothes. So basically, if you're fat, what that means is you can't be fashion forward. Or you have to make your own clothes. And I don't do that. So it's like, it sucks to go shopping, and I don't even like to try on clothes. I never try on clothes. I just buy the clothes off the rack. Number 3 is that people watch what you eat, and they feel like they have the right to tell you what they think about that. So if you're sitting there as a fat person and you're eating a piece of cake and you're so enjoying this birthday cake and you've waited to go to this birthday party because you knew that they were going to have white frosting birthday cake, and then everybody's looking at you and that one person says like, you know, you don't have to eat the whole piece. It's like, did you really fucking need to say that? Really, basically what you just said was, hey, fat ass, do you really need to eat that last piece of fucking cake? Well, let me tell you, as fat as I am, do you really think it's going to make a difference? Move on, you skinny bitch. Sometimes I can't stand that stuff. Like, it hurts my feelings so much when people comment on my weight. Like, it really, really does, okay? People need to watch what they say. It is one of the most offensive, derogatory things to pass judgment on a fat person eating. It really is. Number 4... Are you guys relating to these yet? If you're not, then you're probably not a heavy person. You don't want to go to parties or special occasions because, okay, so you don't want to go to parties or special occasions. I don't typically, because even if I can find like a nice outfit, it's like I know I'm never going to look as good as everybody else there because I'm going to be struggling. And I go and I buy an outfit and I spend a lot of money on it and I look at pictures later and I just feel like this. bloated. I'm like, no, ma'am, I'm not going again. And I'm not buying a $100 outfit that I can wear and just feel ridiculous in. So I'd rather just not go. So then I don't go to these things, and then I miss out on opportunities, parties, events, concerts, and things like that, and my life becomes very, very lonely. And then I only have 1 or 2 people I hang out with. And listen, I am good for a pair of shorts and a sweatshirt all day long. And if I'm hanging out with my good Judy Tanya, I can do that and just go to the Walmart. Don't nobody care about me being fat at Walmart. Nobody. Look around Walmart, you'll know why. Okay, number 5 is that it is really difficult to walk, climb, dance, climb stairs, run, or whatever. And people are always wanting me to be like, come on, walk faster, walk faster. We're like walking around like a, a fair or something. I'm like, I can't walk any faster. Like, I'm going to be panting. I like walk upstairs and downstairs. I'm like, out of breath. I know that's because I'm heavy. I understand that. It's a health issue, which is why I'm going to start eating healthier and get into shape, because I don't want to die at 50 from a heart attack because I'm overweight. I understand I'm a heart attack waiting to happen. Trust, I get that, okay? I don't need the comments. I don't need the lectures about it. If you're fat, you know your own health concerns. Trust me. Number 6 is sex. Sex sucks when you're fat, okay? I don't care. If you sit here all day long and say fat people have fun sex, that's bullshit, okay? It's not fun to walk around the bedroom when your husband looks 100 times better than you because he's 12 years younger than you and he's got an incredible body and his ass is like, boom, okay, number 1. And your ass is like this and you don't even want to walk around the bedroom naked, which I do, and he doesn't really care. But I think he would like if I looked better. And number 2, it's not really fun because you're like, oh, you're so out of breath having sex, it's like you can't even keep up with it. Any fat person out there in the world that says that they have the greatest sex life is lying to you. It is fucking tiring, okay? It is tiring. Number 7, you don't want to go to the gym because everybody's going to look at you. And this is the thing, whether it's true or not true, it happens to me. When I go to the gym, like, people really do kind of watch me because I'm heavier. And, like, the people that go to the gym typically, like, my husband always wants to go to the gym at, like, between, like, 5 and 8. And I'm good for going at 1 o'clock in the morning when nobody is there, right? If I'm going to go to the gym. Because I want to do my own thing and I don't want anybody to judge me. And even if people aren't looking at me, I feel like they are, okay? And that keeps me, that fear and that shame and that guilt keep me from wanting to go into the gym. So when people are like, you need to just start going to the gym, I'm like, you have no idea what that emotional breach is like for me to have to even get into the gym. Like, to walk into the gym is so difficult. I've had friends of mine that said they almost didn't sign up for gym memberships because they were so afraid to walk into the gym initially because they were so heavy and they were afraid people would pass judgment on them. It is really hard, you guys, to be fat and go out into the world and have people look at you, and you know that's what it's about. You know it is. Number 8 is that you don't ever want to tell people that you're going on a diet because everyone judges you for it, or you've started 50 diets before, or you've started healthier lifestyles before, or you've started going to the gym before, and then you stopped, and then everybody passes judgment on you for it. The other thing is that people that have never had weight issues are always typically the ones that want to tell me how to lose weight, okay? Well, eat less, move more. Really? Is it really that simple? Eat less, move more. Oh, why didn't I think of that? Or like, oh, did you try the South Beach diet? Or did you try the Atkins diet? Or did you try Weight Watchers? I mean, I am so tired of people coming up to me and telling me about some diet I ought to start. I have done it all. I've even done the cabbage soup diet, okay? I did that juicing thing. I've done it all. There is not one diet that... My ex said to me, he goes, because we were both big girls together, he said, I believe that any diet works as long as you stick to it. But as soon as you stop the diet, you're going to gain all the weight back. Which is why people say that you need to have a healthy lifestyle, okay? Which is what I'm going to be doing because I want to be supermodel status. Get over it. And I'm going to get a whole train of my subscribers to follow me and do this weight loss, realistic weight loss thing with me, okay? Realistic weight loss, realistic healthy living. That's what I'm about all day long, okay? Number 9 is that you have to learn tricks for pictures and selfies. If you look at your fat friend in all of your pictures of groups, they're always standing in the back, sticking their head out through that. If you think I'm lying, go look at your friend's pictures. Think of yourself, who's my one fat friend? Baby, she ain't sitting in the middle like this, okay? Unless she's got confidence that's going through the roof. Most really heavy people are sticking their head out between the two friends and you can hardly even see them. They're like this. Hi, I'm chubby. But anyway, you can hardly even see them because they're sticking their finger, or they're sticking their head through the little gap and they're like this, and you can hardly see them, and then they're tagged on their nose or something. And then if you're going to take pictures, you constantly have to do pictures like this. Turtle, picture, and then you have to edit it with the right, I mean, it's so killing, you guys. And then people, I have met some girls that are 300 pounds and you look on their Instagram and you'd swear they were 110, okay? And I'm like, you ought to, I mean, it's trick of the camera. Tricks. But it's sad that we have to do that. It's sad, okay? Because when I look at my Instagram, I don't want everybody... I mean, what if I took a picture of my belly and put it up on my... I mean, listen. My belly's like right here. What if I put a picture of my belly up on my Instagram? You think I'd get any subscribers or followers? Nobody would want to see that. Trust, okay? Number 10, we just leave... the 10th and the final thing is this. So many people want to criticize fat people, but here's the real deal, okay? Is that we just love food. But food does something differently in our bodies than it does with other people. Our chemical makeup is different, or we have body dysmorphia issues, or we have eating disorders, or we're addicted to food. I'm really addicted to food, so I don't really ever want to stop. And when I start, I always say to myself, I'll start tomorrow. It's very much like an addiction for me. And I'm going to talk about my sobriety in another video later this week. And they're very closely aligned. But really at our core is that we just love to eat. We're emotional eaters. We're grazers. We eat when we're sad. We eat when we're happy. We eat just to relax at the end of our day watching TV. I love nothing more than getting a shit ton of food and sitting in front of the TV and watching like Project Runway or 60 Days In or one of my favorite reality shows with the Real Housewives and just sitting there and gorging myself and then falling asleep. It's one of my favorite things in the entire world. That's pretty disgusting, don't you think? So anyway, if you relate to this, you're probably fat like me, but stay tuned because I'm going to do a realistic health loss plan. I love you guys.